some clubs and some armor that doesn't fit you.
Can I wear it over my head?
Yeah, it like goes over your shoulders as well.
Does it increase my armor class?
No.
Yeah.
Now you guys didn't move any further from where you are, did you? Last time. Have you logged into Roll20 and had a look at the map?
I don't think we moved much.
I forgot all about it, so yeah. Why do I have short swords? The fuck is my crossbow?
You sold it because you were useless with it.
What the fuck would I sell a crossbow for? That's all I have.
No, you gave it to the towns fella, and he still got it.
Oh.
You
No, you didn't give it back. Daddy, give it back!
He's the little kid that you shot or did whatever because somebody hurt him. I remember that.
That would have been DeBondi. He'd had a kid.
Now, you will be happy. So, to begin with, I need to catch up with XP because I didn't award it last session, and you also killed some more stuff. So, there was, for catching up with Rebecca.
Wait.
Hey?
Give us a sec. I gotta figure out how to add XP. Alright, got it. Yep.
Alright, so from rescuing the various townsfolk and helping the town on your way to where Rebecca was, and then reporting everything that you've found, there's a 1000 XP reward for everybody.
Yes.
Yes. And then you have also defeated a couple of cultists and a couple of ogres as well for 475 XP for everybody.
Ding!
Ding.
Yes.
But we have to do a long rest, don't we, for the level to apply?
No, you get the level straight away. I think you'll just get, if you get granted extra spell slot, you only get the one. You won't get the whole lot refreshed. But you will need to do a full rest to get all your HP back and all your spell slots and such. However, you can gain your level, pick your feats, and anything that comes with leveling up to level 5.
We don't get feats at this level.
Oh, whatever else.
I get next to nothing, but that nothing is you can attack twice instead of once when you take an action attack.
Oh, guys, the Bardic Inspirations are now a D8.
Oh, yeah. So my character level is now 4 with the up arrow and a 1 next to it. I'm guessing I can't do anything with that yet. Or do I set my character to level 5?
Set it to 5, I think. Just take note of your HP.
Yeah.
And just make sure that it only gains what you get. So if you get like 4 hit points, you get an extra 4 on what you're at, I think.
Oh, okay.
I'm at 31 of 31. I don't know what it was before.
I think you might need to manually increase the number.
Okay, so clarity here, you are not healed when you level up. So if they're at max HP before leveling up, you are no longer at max HP afterwards. So if you're at 31 and you gain 5 HP, you'll still be at 31, but your maximum will be 36.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Did I gain stuff or not? How do I know? So what happens, guys? Your level on the stat thing goes up, but you go in and manage character, and then you've got a little exclamation mark, and it's a ding.
So with HP, It gave me an extra 5. Am I supposed to change that, or is that fine?
Did your current HP go up?
It did, yeah, when I leveled myself up,
Alright.
like Apples was just saying.
Yeah, so your max HP should go up, but your current HP should have stayed the same. At least according to what I'm reading here.
Alright, I get it. So I was at full health, so I stay at 31. So I'll just take down.
Correct.
That looks like it's probably correct, because I haven't got full health.
Yeah.
Or do you maintain a percentage, Darty? Yeah?
No.
Ah!
We're not getting into crazy stuff. And sorry about not giving you a heads up about the leveling. I only just worked it out half an hour ago.
Holy fuck, guys, I've got 3rd level spells. I just got 2 slots. I can't use them, according to Darty, but I got slots.
Well, I looked up HP. I'll have a look at slots. So.
Ooh, I gained slots too.
I fucking love slots.
Or 2nd level slot.
Ooh, and I learn a new spell. Do we get a new spell, Darty?
Okay, so the top answer for this one. So the question is, the most recent session ended while we were in the middle of exploring a dungeon. The DM informed us we'd leveled from 4 to 5. Everyone got excited to get new spells. The DM said, don't you guys have to wait a long rest until you can cast the new spells? Although, and then the answer underneath was, they agree with the DM's call, but spells can only be prepared after a long rest. Rules as written. The wizard would gain his new spell slots unused and ready to upcast a spell he already had prepared, but not have a chance to actually prepare the spell without some downtime. This also applies to other classes, so clerics and druids are in the same boat. The bard and his spontaneous friends, the sorcerer and the warlock, do immediately benefit from their new spells and can cast them immediately. They do not need to separately prepare and can cast any spell they know as long as they have the slots to do so. Oddly, I cannot find no direct rule to support this. Only the bard spellcasting session makes no mention of needing to prepare spells like the above does for the wizard. There is no mention of paladins, but do you know if you need to prepare spells, Fuzzy, at a long rest? I think the paladin might be in the same boat as a cleric. So memorized. Arcane Trickster, Bard, Eldritch Knight, Ranger, Sorcerer, Warlock, Prepared, Cleric, Druid, Paladin, Wizard. So it looks like you get the short stick here, Fuzzy. The other 3 can cast your spells straight away.
Yeah,
Did I get the 2 new slot levels that go with it? Or?
Well, I'm just trying to figure that part out. All spellcasters gain their new spell slots immediately if applicable.
I gained 1.
The rules in the player's handbook for each spellcasting class indicates that a long rest is required to recover expended spell slots. There's nothing written to say that they do not immediately gain access to the new spell slot they obtain.
Does that include 2nd level spell slots?
Yeah, so if you just got a 2nd level spell slot for the first time, it is now fresh and ready to use.
I have to.
Fuck yeah.
But in your case, Fuzzy, you won't be able to cast any of your new spells, but you will be able to use a 2nd level spell slot to cast a level 1 spell, or if you've got a spell which can be upscaled to a level 2, you can do that as well. Example is Magic Missile. You can cast that at level 1 for 3 missiles, or you can cast that at level 2 for 4 missiles. So you can bring that up and spend the higher spell slot that way.
I think I unlocked Moonbeam just by getting the level.
Correct. But you would have to prepare Moonbeam. I'm still sure.
Do I? Okay. Because it added it automatically. Is that part of my...
It might be a part of the feat or the particular character.
My type of paladin thingy.
Yep.
I assume it's the same for Misty Step. I can't use that yet because
Correct.
I unlock.
You would need to take a long rest.
Okay.
Have you guys still got the details for Liam? I didn't create a character, but I did give, I think, James the spells that he could cast.
Did you put them in chat?
I think I put him in the Discord chat.
Yeah, here we go. Spellcasting the mage is a 4th level spellcaster that uses intelligence. The mage knows the following spells: cantrips at will, light, mage hand, shocking grasp, 1st level, charm, person, magic missile, and 2nd level, hold person, misty step.
I don't think you've cast any spells with him just yet.
Nah, he's been scared.
So I think he's still got. Did it say how many spell slots he had of each? Did I
Yes.
mention that? Yeah.
Yep.
Dirty. With Misty Step and Moonbeam, it actually just comes up saying always prepared.
Ah, okay. Then you can cast those if they're always prepared.
Yeah.
Cool. Alright, so do you remember what you did last time? It was only a month ago.
I did a lot in that month.
So, from my memory, you guys pursued the ogre, and the cart in through an illusionary wall into the side of the cave. In there, you found a couple of cultists that were guarding the cave, and you killed them. While you were fighting, though, strange beams and such were shooting out from the illusionary wall, which you couldn't discern what it was. You then entered the cave, explored around, and found another illusionary wall, and continued to explore through the cave. In there, you encountered 2 ogres and a couple more cultists and begun to fight. Again, the illusionary walls were shooting out strange beams, to which Lefner discovered that it was a small, rounded monster with sort of tentacle eyes and such sort of hanging off it. It was zipping around and flying around, firing off these beams. He killed the cultists and the ogres, and I believe that is where we last left off. Is that correct?
We
I believe so.
heard beholdery thing speak.
Sorry, what you say?
We heard the beholder speak. What was it saying?
Ah,
Get over here. Check out that noise. Something
yeah,
like
yeah.
that.
It was echoing.
It was on recording.
Yeah, it was echoing some sounds, mimicking some sounds. So, in the cave with Liam, you've just killed the 2 ogres. What would you like to do?
Don't we also recall that there are some other cultists on the other side of that illusionary wall into that?
I thought you dispatched them.
If the room's empty, I'm going in.
Do we want to backtrack to the other bit and explore that room?
We could.
More loot.
That probably sounds good. Let's do that.
Okay, backtrack it is.
Okay.
Darty, we leveled up so we can swap out spells, yeah? A spell.
Correct.
Cool, done. Just making sure I'm not cheating. Get back on me.
So, in this room, you had a wagon of cages. There were unconscious and incredibly weak townsfolk. You did attempt to speak with them last time, but they were unresponsive. and there is stairs to the north leading up.
That's right. They're under a spell and wouldn't wake up no matter how much noise we make.
We're also missing. Oh no, there's. Just doesn't have a label.
Quick on Darty. Did we loot both the ogres?
You did not.
I quickly run back and loot the ogres while the others up.
You have a look through the ogres. Oh, actually, I'll get you to. Oh no, I'll just say you have a look through the ogres' belongings and such. However, there isn't any small change or anything that would be of value. At least piques your interest. They have their large war club and their metal armor and such, which you're wearing. But that's all.
Nothing in their loincloth?
No, there's nothing in the loincloth.
Useless. I run back.
Okay. Alright, so you guys going north?
Yep.
Yep.
Sorry, the girls are just being noisy, which is fine. Give me a second.
So did I hear right that I can change? I can get rid of one of my known spells and put in another one?
I believe that is.
Yeah, it works that way for all other casters. You can switch one out. I think wizards and someone else can switch everything. Oh, with what's in their book.
Who's going first up the stairs?
Not me. It's the paladin. Up you go.
Can I check for traps?
You can.
How do I do that?
Perception check, please.
Brilliant. 2.
2? You don't see any traps. Who's taken up the rear? Who's been the last one?
I'll do it.
Okay. And everyone else is happy to be in the middle there somewhere?
Yep.
Cool.
Joke walks onto the stairs.
You head up the stairs, and the corridor curves off to the left. At the end of the corridor, you see a rocky wall.
To block us off.
Hey, it looks like a wall.
Yeah, but we've walked through walls before. It's another trap. I shall go and touch the wall.
Okay. You walk up, you go to put your hand on the wall, and just straight through it.
Did I hurt my face?
No.
Cool. And I suppose I take a step through the wall then.
Alright, I'll move yourself forward 1 square.
Whose idea was this? It's a trap.
So, let me find my note for this.
No, Daddy, you're not supposed to agree with me when I say it's a trap.
Okay, so you walk into this area, you can see that there is a mine cart track coming from the south, hooking around towards the west. Up ahead, you can see that that particular chamber or that corridor has been collapsed with debris completely. Otherwise, there's just a couple of large rocky formations inside the chamber with you.
Do I hear any noise? Any mine workers or more oak?
Make a perception check.
This time it'll be more than one. It was, but I got it. It's a 3.
It's a 3. You have a listen, but it's just sort of eerie sort of cave sounds at the moment. You can hear a couple of drippings of water or liquid. You don't hear any clanging of mining picks or any workers.
I put my head back through the wall and say it's clear.
No worries.
I move into the room.
I follow.
Cool. What do you do?
I look down this hallway.
What do you see?
How far is your dark vision? It's 60 feet, right?
Yep.
Sure. I don't know where it is.
Under sensors, everyone's is about 60 feet.
Yeah. So you just see a long, straight corridor.
Can we see a light at the end? As in, does it go outside? Or
No, there's no light. No light source at the end.
what you guys reckon? Send the pally down?
Yeah, Chug will move slowly down. We don't notice anything hidden or lost sticking out of the rock.
Are you actively looking?
Yes.
Yes, so get your roll another perception check.
19.
19. You do spot something. There is, as you're walking down the corridors, it's rather difficult in the dark vision, but you do notice what appears to be pools of liquid on the ground. Like not big pools, like just more little splatters or just little drips. And you bend down and touch the liquid, and it's sort of thick.
Is it blood?
Make a medicine check.
Alright, +4 to that. 16.
Yeah, it does have the consistency of blood.
Can I tell if it's human or something else?
You wouldn't taste it.
No, you cannot tell.
Does it sort of look like a trail?
It does, and it leads down towards the south.
Chug moves on.
Okay.
I follow closely, about 10 feet behind.
Hold on, just give me 2 seconds. Just gotta read something. Okay. Sorry, I just wanted to check one more thing. sorry. I just need to quickly do something. Give me 2 minutes. I thought I had this done. Sorry.
Wing it.
Are we playing with the requirement for what's it called? Items, components when you need cast a spell?
Generally, you have a focus of some kind or a component pouch. I think most characters by default are holding one of those. And if you do, then yes, you have the components to cast basic stuff. However, anything with a gold piece price attached to it, you will need to forage and get. So
You will need to borrow to get.
you would have to forage or buy or barter. You'd have to require the gold piece. So if you got a spell that needs a diamond to cast, then yes, you're gonna have to go find a diamond. If you got a spell that requires a piece of ash or maybe a twig or a feather, I'm not gonna make you, go and get 5 feathers to cast it. Your character will automatically hold onto all this stuff and be prepared in its component pouch. Or if you've got a spell focus, then that you can use that in place of components.
Do I hold moon seeds?
Do they have a gold piece price to them?
I don't know.
It'll say gold piece, 100 gold's worth or 75 gold's worth. Generally, besides.
Yeah.
If you're
This one I'm looking at has 10 GP worth of charcoal. Incense herb must be consumed by fire in a brazier.
Yeah, so you will need to go out and get the 10 gold pieces worth of stuff in that case to cast the spell.
Sounds like a lot of charcoal. Like, that'd be a couple of, big bags of fucking charcoal. If, it's like, we were buying weapons for, 200. Yeah, it's a couple of big bags of charcoal. Well, you are in a mine. Get to it. I've got a pick.
What the hell is opalescent feldspar?
Google it.
It's got a lot of components have some very weird or very unique sort of names. But yeah, unless it's got a gold piece, which is generally charcoal or parchment, specific magical parchment.
It doesn't say gold, at least in the components, but how can I look up the components to find out?
If it doesn't say gold piece, then you don't need to, then it hasn't got a gold piece.
Okay, cool.
There you go. I've revealed the next space. So, Bondi, if you want to change your spell because of that cost, feel free.
Yeah, that was one of the spells I was actually looking at taking, which was Find Familiar. I thought it'd be really cool to be able to summon an owl.
Yes.
But micromanaging the inventory for it, I don't know.
It's not too bad. It just means that when you go to a town, you say, I go and search for 10 gold pieces worth of charcoal from the various vendors, and I'll just say, you get it. Or
which would then let me cast it once.
Yeah, or you can go and try and search for 20 gold pieces worth, or maybe 50 gold pieces worth. Either DM might say this town is rather poor, so you only find 10 gold pieces worth here. You'll have to go to a different town or a different buyer somewhere else to get the rest. You don't, yeah. It's part of the fun of sort of searching and trying to forage for those bits and pieces.
And do I need to go and get this gold brazier thing, or?
I wouldn't think so. I don't know. Let me. So have you picked the spell? Is it on your list?
I haven't added it yet. No.
Right.
I can though, and then it'll appear there, I guess.
No, that's okay. I should be able to find it. Alright, so in this case, the 10 gold pieces worth of charcoal is the only thing that you need to get. Your component pouch or your focus will take care of the rest, because they don't have a gold piece value attached to them. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So in this case, you only need to buy the charcoal. And I'm pretty sure that every time you want to change your familiar's appearance, because you can summon him as a cat or a lizard or something like that, you would need to have the 10 gold pieces of charcoal to do that. Likewise, if your familiar gets squashed or killed for whatever reason, you would need the 10 gold pieces to resummon him again. But once you've got him, you don't have to keep, every time you instruct him, you obviously don't have to spend 10 gold pieces to command him to do stuff. It's only if you want to summon him.
Yeah, I think the spell just lasts an hour though. So after that, you'd have to resummon.
It's got a casting time of an hour, so it takes you an hour to make him appear. So it's not something that you can.
That's heaped.
Yeah, so it's not something that you can click your fingers and do midst of combat. This is something that you got to be prepared for beforehand.
How does it say? How does it last?
As far as I know, because I know the wizard in Critical Role, it lasts indefinitely until he either dies or he decides to change it.
Well, that's cool.
Cool shotgun and kill him at the first time.
Yeah.
Funny.
Yeah. So you've got that.
Okay, cool.
Okay. All right. What are you continuing to do?
Adventure around the corner. Right up to the edge here. Seeing what we can see.
Okay.
Hey, I can control Liam.
You all should be able to. Okay. So you come across another chamber. In it, you can just see that the minecart track curves off and then heads towards the east. This chamber is filled with some stalagmites that protrude out of the ground, some rather large white ones, as well as the reddish brown sort of rocks protruding from the walls.
Do we still see a trail of blood?
Get to make a perception check.
4.
4. You're struggling to find it, but there is a couple of splats here and there. Unable to see if it's continuing on down the east there. Keep in mind that you have got your dark vision at the moment, and it is difficult to see that sort of detail even with your dark vision.
What are we doing? We going?
Yep.
Yep. We're
Yep.
going to adventure this whole cave, and then we're going to go back and kill some bitches. Daddy, we move onwards. Can we see light at the end of the tunnel?
You
Can the light at
get
the end
you
of the
to-
tunnel see us?
I get you to make a perception check.
Uh, 10 plus an amount. Perception. Plus 4, 14.
Yes, you can see a very faint light up ahead. Well and truly into the distance, however.
Alright, guys, this is our escape. Does it look like there's any tunnels off the side?
No, it just looks pretty solid, straightforward.
Alright, this is our escape. Let's go back and murder.
Wait, so we're not moving forward or doubling back?
Up to you. I reckon we can see a light at the end. We know it's a way out to run later.
Apples is assuming it's a way out.
What if it's a campfire where the leader is and we're just getting set up? Quick, guys, let's run back. Defense is down.
Then I'll kill him myself. Alright, let's go. Alright, Tony, we'll go to the end.
Alright.
With the light.
Now, as you move forward through this tunnel, you start to smell a really sort of awful and vile, thick stench.
Not Chug this time.
Ghouls again.
It smells like Chug.
It will when Chug's finished with it.
So I keep losing my tool and trying to reveal this stuff. So up ahead, you can now start to begin to make out what looks to be 2 carts on the tracks, and what also looks to be some sort of figure laying on the ground.
Hey, Dodrick, you should get your sneak on and go look.
Alright, I attempt to sneak up.
Alright, get your roll a stealth check.
Oh, I've got +10 to stealth, so that gives me 17.
Nice. So you very quietly shift up and take a closer look.
What do I see?
Hey.
What do I see? Answer me, damn it.
So you see a couple of mine carts here, and there's bodies sprawled out all over the ground. You also see what appears to be another track leading off into the distance further east.
I creep in a bit further, so I can't really see the room.
Hey.
So I can't really see the whole room.
Oh, from where you were before, you could have, if you're creeping to there.
What about now?
Yes, you will be able to.
Sorry?
Yeah. Give me a sec. I've got to draw and click all the little areas.
I can't see Chug's little dude.
You can't see what?
Chug's little
I'm under
avatar.
you.
Alright.
Can't see it.
So moving in further where you are now, if you look to the south, you can actually see the cave entrance. But the site in front of you, you can see now with the help of the light from the cave, you can see a lot of blood. And it looks to be that these bodies were all dragged here. Just from the trail of blood leading up to the bodies.
I beckon the other people in. So north looks like it's caved in.
That's correct. It is.
Alright, well, I guess we're going to look. I suppose let's look on the bodies and see if there's anything valuable.
Are they all dead, the bodies?
They are incredibly still. They do look like they have perished. Yes.
I examine the closest one to me, or the one that I'm on now, just to see if I can figure out what killed it and if it has fat loop. But mostly I'm telling everyone I'm looking to see what killed it.
Chug would like to check time of death.
Same body. And are you checking, checking one as well, Dodrick? Left, or are you just sort of watching?
I'm just watching. I'll keep an eye out.
Liam looks like he's going to be sick. He's just got his hand, like, sort of keeping it, and he's just keeping a very safe distance back. All right, so one, can I get you to make and Chug medicine checks, and Dodrick a perception check as you sort of check the bodies and rummage through the bodies.
I got a 19. God
24.
damn it.
I got 20, not natural.
Alright, so you check the bodies, one, and you can see several stab wounds and gut, from a piercing object that's been entering this body. The skull and skin is very stretched thin over the body as well. It looks like it's been there for quite some time. Dodrick, you sort of check through yours, sort of looking to see if there's any valuables or anything like that, but it's been effectively almost stripped down to its bare bandages. As you are both sort of rummaging through the body, one, the jaw just immediately snaps shut, and these green glows appear in the eye sockets, and the body slowly, with a loud sort of, it just gets to its hands and feet.
As soon as I see it moving, I feel one would just, after the, what was it, crabs or whatever coming out of the body, I feel one would have had something at the ready. So he just starts shanking. He's just on it. He's not getting off it. He's just, oh shit, I scared the shit out of the cat.
Dodrick,
You know?
likewise, the one that you disturbed is starting to animate and come to its feet.
I'm just like, huh, and I like grab my sword and I try to stab it in the head.
Okay, I'll get you to both make attack rolls with advantage.
Because I'm standing next to the one that one's standing, and I attack it after one attacks it. And
I just lost my dice under a bed. Give me a sec.
I got 13 to attack.
13. That hits. Roll damage. So I'm just trying to find a token for these guys. They don't seem to have one.
9 damage.
Cool.
Pulled a muscle do on that. Alright, I got a 19 plus 5.
You hit. You should roll damage as well.
Uh, 1d6 plus 2, so 5.
Yep. And so you did how much, Dodrick? 7?
9 damage.
9 damage. So you just start shrinking the body, but it continues to animate and get up. Likewise with yours as well. 1. Can I get everyone to roll initiation?
Oh, do I get both my attacks or just the main
Yeah, you get
weapon?
both. Yeah.
Oh, I'll try for the other one while I'm at it.
Dodrick, you as well.
15 plus. I don't get the plus to hit on the second one, do I? Or is it the plus to damage?
You don't get the plus to damage.
Alright, I got 20 then.
That hits.
Huh?
Are you
You-
attacking 2 weapons?
Who, me? Or
No, Dodrick, because you both got 2. You're killing 2 at the same time, yeah?
I get another 1 damage.
Cool. It's still moving and standing up.
I was on it. Do I get to hold it down and just keep stabbing? Like, I'll accept that it's going to try and grapple me and start trying to bite my nuts. But I don't want it to get up because it's just going to kill me.
No.
Damn it.
So now, so Dodrick, so you get to have 2 attacks because you got your 2 weapons. Do you want to roll your second attack, or are you just attacking with your 1?
Yeah, I'll use my second attack. It's I do get the plus to hit though, right?
Yes, just not to the damage.
Yeah. 23 to hit.
Yep. Hits.
That's another 9 damage.
9
Since I
damage.
have advantage, which is now 3d6.
Yep.
Who has a bird?
So that's a total of 20 damage.
20 damage. So you, with the other one, just sort of cleave it and cut it in two, and the body just sort of fumbles or falls back down. Sounds like the Bondi had the bird, by the way.
Yeah, there's birds outside.
Nice. I don't know what token. Oh, I'll just use the soldier. Oh no, we've got Liam. He's using that one. Damn it.
Be right back.
It's all good. Liam has a name. They're probably from outside, the soldiers anyway, so going to be wearing the same shit.
I'll use little ogres. That's probably the closest that I can find at the moment.
So sorry, I had to miss a bunch of what was going on. Did the bodies reanimate?
So
Yeah,
they're starting to animate. So now,
Okay.
as each of you have like lay into these zombies, and you start stabbing, because they're dusty and such, all the dust starts puffing up into your face. Oh, did I not save that? Okay. Hold on. So, can Doderick and Juan, can you please make a Constitution saving throw, please?
You got plagued.
17.
11.
Guessing I'm away from the dust.
Yeah, it's just those two.
Alright.
So you manage to sort of step back and not sort of you avoid the dust for the most part.
It's anthrax.
Okay. Now, can I get everyone to make a initiation roll, please?
I have 17.
17.
8.
11.
21.
And can somebody roll for Liam, please?
Go first.
You want me to roll it?
Oh, I just did 16.
16. You got 11, didn't you? Left hand?
Yep.
Yep. Sweet. So, Doric, you can take the first action here.
What's that?
So you can take the first action. So there is one zombie standing up where one is.
I guess I'll just run over and stab at it with my sword.
Alright. Make 2 attack rolls. Yep, 2 weapon fighting.
That's a 1, but I get to re-roll because I'm lucky. 25 and 25 and 15 to
Both
hit.
roll damage. Zombie is standing up, so yeah, no advantage.
So the first one did 8 damage.
Yep.
And the second one also did 8 damage. But I do get sneak attack because another enemy, being one, is within 5 feet.
Sure.
So that's another 12 damage.
Jesus. Alright, so you just plow into it and cut the other zombie into pieces. It just falls over limp and the eyes go out. As you do so, you hear shuffling around on the ground as the eyes light up on several of the bodies and they begin to animate and stand up. So
I'd still have movement, wouldn't I?
you would.
So I'd have 10 feet of movement. Which ones are dead?
I'll do that in a moment. So he should be. No, that's that one.
Hey Fuzzy, you're a paladin. You can like explode everything in a fucking 100-kilometer radius like this guy, yeah?
Not quite.
Just fucking do it.
I
It's your
could
time to
do
shine.
maybe.
Alright, so these zombies, they stand up, so they lose half of their movement. Their speed's pretty slow. And they're now going to walk at the closest one. Okay, so 3 of the zombies are out of range, but one of them is going to bite at. Well, he'd actually bite at Chuck because Chuck would be the closest to where he was. So he makes. 16 to hit.
I have 17 armor, so does that a
He
miss?
misses, so he comes in with 2 arms, just smashes against your armor there. Cool. Alright, so it is now Chuck, it's your turn.
Chug will
Do it, Fuzzy.
use Channel Divinity, turn the Faithless, as someone anonymously suggested. As an action, you present your holy symbol, being my cross, and each Fae or Fiend within 30 feet of you can hear you must make a Wisdom saving throw, DC 13. On failure, the creature is turned for 1 minute or until he takes.
Until you what? Takes damage.
Yeah.
Okay. So what's the wisdom saving throw?
DC 13.
13.
So I think you have to do it for all of them if they're within 30 feet.
Within 30. Okay.
Yeah.
So 2 have passed and 2 have failed.
Well, we know which 2 are not been invited to my birthday party.
So in order is actually these 2. So they have to use their turn to move away. Is that correct?
No, they are turned for 1 minute if they fail.
So what does turned mean?
Does that mean friendly?
Usually a turned zombie runs away, I thought.
Okay, yeah, a turned creature must spend its turns trying to move as far away from you as it can. It cannot willingly move to a space within 30 feet of you.
Yep.
it also cannot take reactions.
Yep, that's fine. Cool. You doing
And
anything
I
else?
shall not move.
Shall not move?
No.
Alright, awesome. It is now Liam's turn.
Ooh, shall I?
So Liam stands up and he's sort of sees what's going on. He's a bit nervous, but he sees you guys and he stands rigid with you, ready to fight.
Did you roll for 4 zombies or 5?
Okay, I rolled for 4.
I count 5.
There's 2 dead. Oh,
Yeah, there's.
so there's a 5th one. I did not roll for 5. Hold on.
Make him run away too.
He failed. Oh, no, he shouldn't be there, because there's only one body there. Sorry. Seem to have put 2 in one place.
Okay. So you're monologuing Liam?
Yeah, he's ready to fight. You can take his action.
Him being the cowardly little mage he is, he's going to move back into a corner down here, try and get some line of sight on. And without really knowing what to do, I guess he's going to magic missile. Well, actually, hang on, sorry, before we do that. What's the light level in this room?
It's okay.
Is there a light source?
There's an okay amount of light coming in from outside, from the south.
Okay. Alright, and in that case, yeah, he's just going to magic missile.
It's enough to say that this area is dimly lit.
Okay. Alright, well, he's just going to magic missile this guy.
Okay. I'll get you to roll damage. 3 missiles.
Let me search it up, hang
It's just D4s.
How many?
3 D4s, automatic hits.
Automatic hits. That's pretty cool. Does 8 damage.
Nice. So he just waves his hand and, yeah, the 3 missiles come out and pop, 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 and slam into the zombie. The zombie looks unfazed.
As he would. And then he just sort of tries and cowers in the corner a little bit.
Yep. Alright, so next it's you, Lefter.
Alright. So I guess I move around a bit. I think I can move there. And I am going to use... Can I... Oh, I can make a separate attack roll. Okay. Different ones. Okay, so with my new upgraded Eldritch Blast, I'm going to target that one and that one. So the 2 that are here in the line, I'm going to target them each with 1.
Okay. Roll attack rolls for both.
So closest one first is a 14 plus 6, so non-natural.
Yep.
And the second one is a 9 plus 6, or 15.
Both hit. Roll damage.
Do they have splash damage?
Is it splash? No, it's just force.
That'd be way OP.
So they are both at 10.
Both a 10?
Yep.
So you fire off both Eldritch Blasts and you almost knock the zombie over, but it's still moving. Actually, that first zombie that's also been hit with the magic missiles, one of his arms is like barely hanging off now.
So one thing I should have said at this... Hang on, I just need to read. Evocations, I now have Repelling Blast. It says when you hit a creature with Eldritch Blast, you can push the creature up to 10 feet away from you in a straight line. So I wish to push them both back 10 feet.
Okay. Just straight north? Yep.
Yeah, so just directly away from...
Do they have to make any sort of save?
No, it just says when you hit a creature with an Eldritch Blast, you can push that creature up to 10 feet away from you in a straight.
Okay. Very good. It is now. Are you doing anything else? You done?
I am done for the time.
Alright, 1. You'll go.
So these two that are near me, they're gonna run from Chug, who's here, yeah?
Yep.
Alright, cool. So I don't have to worry about them. How can I ding on something?
Hey.
How do I say which one I'm going to attack? I can't remember. I can't, ding.
Oh, hold left click. And it'll
It's not pulsing out of right click.
I can see.
There it goes. Alright, I want to cast Vicious Mockery on this lad. I'll go, hey. Yeah, I'll go, hey, looks like your arm's a bit shit. Because I'm not good at jokes today. And my upgraded Vicious Mockery does 2d4 damage. Yeah, that's right. And he has to do a wisdom save.
Does the target need to be able to understand a language?
No. If the target can hear you, though it need not understand you.
Okay. Alright, roll away.
No,
What's that?
you roll
I
wisdom
roll?
save.
Oh, sorry, wisdom save. 10.
I win. 15 is what you needed.
Okay.
Oh, 4 plus 4. 8. I did 8 damage. I think that's the most I've ever done.
You cast your spell, and the zombie's head just sort of twists a little bit, and then his jaw just sort of just falls off, and he just collapses.
I turn and look at the guys and be like, hey guys, best joke ever, right? And then I turn back to face this zombie here, because that's what I want to do. And I'm done.
No worries. Alright, Dodrick, it's your turn.
Where's Chug?
Other
Ah,
side.
there. You kind of blend with the ground.
It's called.
So that one that's right next to him is alive, hey?
No, go for the other one.
All right.
Because you might kill it, because I've seen what you do to these things. And
Yeah,
I want
but
to
I
snipe
won't
this
have-
one when it runs away.
I won't have sneak attack is the only thing. Someone has to be within 5 feet of it.
Alright, do it then. I won't get a clue.
Well, how this one over here? Sorry, where's the? Do I right click for that marker thing?
Push and hold left click.
Push and hold left click. Yep.
Is that working?
Yep.
No.
That's right.
That one. Okay. So that one there. How's it looking for health?
Relatively.
They haven't
unhurt.
been hit yet.
Yeah.
Daddy, you missed a funny. You should have said
Can't
it looks
hear.
kind of undead.
Well, I'll go for that one then.
Alright.
Both weapons. So I got 19 to hit for the first.
Yeah.
And I got +7 and 4, 11 to hit for the second.
Both hit. Roll damage.
All right. 1d. 1. 20 damage.
20 damage. You just rip into this zombie and just flailing. You carve his guts out and it's just all flying. You see the spine. in under where his belly was. You cut an arm clean off. The zombie's still sitting there, coming forward. Can I get you to make a Constitution saving throw, please? As you just rip into this zombie, dust and such is flying everywhere.
15.
15. You just sort of, keep out of its way and it doesn't really affect you. Next. Okay, so my zombie here, he's going to move as far as he can, and he as well.
Oh, the one that was still close to me, I'd like to attack it as it runs away.
Is there
Yes,
attack of
yes.
opportunities going?
Yeah, actually you can all, or Dodric can. So as it's moving, yeah.
I want to go first. I want to get killed.
So he's fine. Alright, so all three of you get to make an attack of opportunity. One
Go
for
first. Go first. Oh, crit. 20. How do I do a crit? What happens? I just rolled a damage roll twice, yeah?
Yes. What weapon are you using?
A short sword, because
Okay.
that's apparently all I have.
Yep.
3 and a 5, and plus 2 is 10. 10.
Okay.
Let's do my new biggest roll.
So, as the zombie attempts to run away, the spine which Dodric exposed earlier, you just with the short sword just go and just cut it clean in two. And the legs just sort of walk forward a little bit before falling over, and then the torso lands down on the ground comedically on the ground. It doesn't move. Oh, actually, how much damage did you do?
10.
10. The torso begins to crawl away without legs. Alright, so the other one's got
Does
away.
it freak the shit out of apples?
Yeah, so apples, that one that you crit, it's the torso is just, with the arms just dragging itself away. Now, this zombie is going to move forward, and he's going to take a bite at Dodric. So that's a 14.
Did you say 14?
14 to hit.
My AC is 16.
No, he misses.
Did we miss our ability to retaliate against that dude running away?
Killed him.
No, you didn't. So, Chug, yes, you get to get. You have your go. Sorry, have your swing at the torso as it crawls away.
What do I do for plus hit?
Just normal.
Wait, does his...
Wait, he's
Yeah,
a torso.
yeah.
Yeah, he's on the ground. Torso ain't got no legs, Lieutenant Dean.
He would count as prone. Give me a sec.
So is that an automatic crit?
That's
no,
advantage.
I think it's advantage.
Alright. Well, I got 15 plus 6, so
Well,
that's...
that's a hit. So roll your damage.
what do I do? 2d6 plus 3. 2... 6... So that's 11.
11 damage.
Yep.
And with your mace, you just spush and crush the head of the zombie.
No more jiggly spine.
So he's there. Cool.
Oh.
4 more zombies crawl out from the eastern cavern. It is. For sure it was. Whose turn was next? Chuck, okay.
I chose the wrong spell, guys.
Chug is going to move over here closer to these ones.
Just with the dead ones, I'll just to make it clearer, I'll just send them to a hidden layer.
Ooh, for newer.
There you
Chug was gonna save this for a rainy day, and it looks like it's raining fucking zombie.
go.
I'm going to cast Moonbeam.
Okay.
So it is a silvery beam of pale light shines down in a 5-foot radius for 40-foot high cylinder in the center point within a range. Until the spell ends, dim light fills the cylinder. When a creature enters the spell area for the first time on a turn or starts in its turn there, it's engulfed in ghostly flames that cause searing pain and must make a constitutional save. It takes 2d20 radiant damage on a failed save or half as much on a successful one. Shapeshifters have disadvantage. And on each of your turns after you cast a spell, you can use your action to move the beam up to 60 feet in any direction.
It's Heaven's Fury, guys. From Diablo.
No, it's
So I wish to cast it there. Would that
Hold
that
up,
hit
I'm
all of them?
reading. So how big is it?
It's only 5 foot.
5 foot, so you can hit one.
Could I try and hit 2
How would you do that?
by putting it in the middle of 2 of them?
As creatures and stuff can't exist on, like, in between squares, you'd have to pick one of the squares,
Okay.
I think.
I'll put it on the first one then.
Okay. So I'd like to say yes, but I think that would be abused if I was to go with that.
But that's what it's meant to do. Fuck shit up.
So on the first one, alright, so what do I have to do?
A 5-foot square or circle.
So yeah, but what does it do? Is it just automatic?
on their turn.
On
It
their
sounds like.
that if they're in it or if they step into it,
Okay.
it does 2d10 radiant damage.
And so this is concentration as well.
Yes.
So you have to maintain it. Oh yeah, you've got a concentration spell.
I have many of those, Fuzzy. I can teach you a technique.
I know. You can have that color to say that you're concentrating. Alright, very good. Who was next? So that's all you're doing your turn, correct?
Yep.
Yep, alright. Liam was next.
Alright, Liam. Hang on, just let me quickly check a spell.
Do you want to throw another dot on the zombie just to indicate that's where my beam?
Yes.
Would have Liam leveled up
No.
to level 5 with us? He's still level 4.
He's still level 4.
He's lame. Okay. He is. Hang on, let me get my map back. He is. Let's move. He's going to move back around, try and get a full vision of what's going on. Wait, so is your beam at that green dot, Fuzzy?
No,
Or is it
no,
on the first one?
That's on.
Made it concentrating, so it's on the
Okay.
first.
Liam is going to cast Hold Person on that first zombie. the same one that's stuck in the moonbeam. And that is a wisdom save of 14. And it's also a concentration spell. And it'll be paralyzed for the duration unless it can make a wisdom saving throw.
Alright, so what's the wisdom save?
14.
He fails.
Alright, so he's stuck in that moonbeam and he's paralyzed.
Aha.
And Liam's going to maintain concentration.
So Liam has concentration, so you can have a funny coloured circle as well. Cool. Alright, Lefter, your go.
Okay, I'm going to move my guy back a bit. And I am going to use... hang on, do I want to do that one? Alright, I'm going to use Dissonant Whispers on the far one here.
Okay.
So I'll cast that. That is a wisdom saving throw of 14.
Yep. He fails too.
Okay, so he takes 5d6. 16 damage.
Shit, that's
And he must use his movement to get as far away as his speed allows away from me.
Okay. Just to remember. Seeing as we have so many zombies, the circle's for fuzzy. I'll fix that in a sec.
Would you call these creatures deaf?
No, they are undead.
Okay, good. Alright, cool.
That's lucky, because I killed one.
I was going to say, I'm like, hang on, I'm just reading the extra thing here. It says deafened creature automatically saves, but
No,
they're not deaf.
No.
Okay, good.
Sorry, because I got so many, I'm starting to forget who's taking damage and who's not.
Not the good guy.
It's a shame with your icon selector, you can't give them a number 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, I know. Oh, they probably can, but I just can't figure it out.
Use the freehand tool.
Alright, so let me clean up my zombies. Here. So which ones have you attacked? The number one's not hurt.
So the front one here is paralyzed and in the moonbeam.
Yep.
This one's not hurt. This one's not hurt. This one is hurt. He just took 16.
16.
And he should be running away.
Yep.
And then this one I attacked a long time ago. And I guess he's damaged because he took 10 damage from me. I don't know who else has done damage.
Yes, he did, didn't he? So 2. I think that was the only damage that he's taken. Alright. Very good. Alright. So you've done that. It is. Are you moving at all?
No, I'm going to stay where I am.
There we go. Okay. Sorry, it was after you. It's one's go.
Oh boy. I Dodrick will kill him. I attack this guy. One at the top here.
Yep.
It's really hard to use this thing sometimes. I just use vicious mockery. They say, "Hey, why the long face?" And then I cackle manically at him.
Alright, wisdom save.
Yep, 15.
He fails.
Yeah, he does. Watch me. Come on, another 8. 3 and 4. Fucking hell, I'm rolling well today. 7.
Did the area just go dark for you guys?
Nah.
Nope.
Yeah, my roll 20 is doing weird stuff. Let me just refresh it. Alright, yep, roll your damage.
It was 7.
7 damage on number 1. Nice. Alright, and because you've damaged him, he is now good. Very cool. Alright, are you doing anything else? You moving?
Nah, chill here.
Cool. Dodrick, your turn.
So there's one standing right next to me. How's it looking?
Number 2. He's looking a little bit hurt.
All right, let's attack him.
There's an epic die. Just thud every time it rolls.
So for the first one, I got 17. For the second one, natural.
17 to hit.
For the first one,
Yeah.
and for the second one, I got a natural 20 to hit.
Okay. Roll damage for both.
So I got 13, but I rolled double damage for the second one, don't I?
Yep.
Which makes it 14.
14. You just slice into the zombie and just tear it asunder. Yeah, and it falls in pieces around you.
Oh, very. Then I'm going to move.
Can I get you to make a Constitution save, please?
18.
18. You're good.
I move there.
Cool. Now here's the zombies go. Right. So he's gone. This zombie number 1. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. Is going to turn and head back here and have a bite. That's 1.
He's gonna bite you with the back of his head.
10 to hit.
He did not hit.
Not hit. Now number 3. How much damage does he take?
What?
The zombie in the moonbeam.
2d10 if he fails a Constitution.
Constitution save. What's
Yep.
the DC?
It doesn't say on the spell. 13.
13. He passes.
He also has to make a wisdom save because he's still being.
Being held. Yep.
Yep.
Fails the wisdom save.
The wisdom save was 14.
Yeah, he rolled a 6.
So he passed it. I still rolled damage and he only takes half of it.
Okay. So 1d10.
2d10.
Alright.
And then halve it.
And then halve it. Okay.
Oh, whichever, I suppose. 9
Right?
and a 1.
10,
Five.
so 5 damage. Cool.
Is 9 the one with the line under it?
Yeah. The line will say which line. You put the line to the bottom.
So 10 damage. So it takes 5, but it's radiant damage, so I don't know if it hurts in extra special.
She'll check, actually. No, he has no vulnerabilities.
Ah, disappointed.
Alright, so number 4 is going to run straight ahead here.
Would he have clipped the moonbeam?
No.
Come on.
Number 5 is going to come in as well. Both of them are going to make attacks against you. 21 and 19.
They both hit.
Okay. I do. Combined. Sorry, the first one is 5 bludgeoning damage, and the second one is 3 bludgeoning damage.
Okay, so I take 2 and then I'll negate 3 from both the others.
Oh, I keep forgetting. Alright. Yep. No, I keep forgetting to do something with the zombies. Which I will not forget now. And number 5 turns and legs it into the darkness.
Would any of those attacks broken my concentration, or how's it?
Actually, we should check that. That's a good question.
And I noticed the one attacking apples is doing weird things. Didn't it meant to run away for a minute?
I think because I attacked it,
Yeah,
it got
come
back.
back.
My bad.
I wasn't paying attention. It's your problem now.
So you have to make 2 Constitution saving throws.
$16.
Yep.
And I'll reroll it.
Is that a bad one?
It fell out of my dice tower. 10.
10. You pass both.
Yeah.
Okay, it is
So if I'd failed any of them, that would have broken my concentration.
correct. And the spell would go away. It is your turn, Chuck. The way concentration works is that it is either 10 or half the damage taken, whichever is higher.
Okay.
That's the DC.
Isn't it Dodric's turn?
Dodric goes first. It's the zombies, and then it's you.
Okay, so it's my turn again.
Yep.
I have to keep holding this thing. I can't attack, otherwise that will break my concentration. Is that right?
No, you can't cast another spell, I believe.
Okay, but I could still melee attack someone.
Yeah.
Concentrate
So
with the
you
other.
can't cast another concentrating spell.
Okay.
Oh, that's cool.
Is it... No, I'll leave the moonbeam there, and then I'll take a swing at this one.
Yep.
That one.
Okay. Make an attack roll.
I get to attack twice. 6 plus 6 is 12. Is that it?
Yeah, that's it. Sorry. Yep.
What am I rolling? DC. Nine.
9 damage.
Yep.
You smash your hammer into him. The zombie sort of shifts in place, but otherwise absorbs the impact. Did you say you get to attack again?
I am, and I will.
Go again.
17. To hit.
Yep, that hits.
And smashing him in the face again. Uh, 3 plus 4 plus 3 is 10.
10. And likewise, you smash him again. The zombie. So he shifts a little bit more this time, and he loses half the arm from the elbow down. But he's still there.
I cast Vicious Mockery on his arm.
Now, at this point, a small round creature enters from the east. Let me just find what's the token for it. Oh, stay small. Why will you not stay small?
Scott Morrison coming to shake everyone's hand.
That one.
Oh, Daddy, I was just reading. Magic Missile says a dart deals 1d4 plus 1 force damage to
Oh,
its.
plus one.
And there's,
Okay.
yeah, and there's 3 darts. Okay, so it's a minimum 3 damage.
Sorry.
Okay, cool. No, it's all good. We'll do it for next time.
This little guy is going to shift up here into the top corner. And you hear familiar sounds of zombies that are sort of emanating from the little football-sized creature. And it is going to focus Dodrick. Can you make a wisdom saving throw, please?
You can die.
And 1.
Seven.
Can you also make a wisdom saving throw, please?
I'm gonna die. No, I'm not. 19 plus. I got 20, non-natural. Actually, is it charming me or putting me to sleep?
It is charming you.
I get advantage. That didn't help.
So, Dodrick, you are now charmed.
Did you say calm?
No, charmed.
What does that mean?
That means, if I just check my notes, you cannot target the gazer with any attacks, spells, or effects.
I heard
Oh no.
And it has advantage on any social interactions with you as well.
You should go kill everything else while we deal with it.
It is now Liam's turn.
Where is it? I can't see its icon.
It is. It's a real little thing. It's just sitting up the top there.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Liam is going to maintain his hold.
Sorry, just before Liam starts, the gazer is flying, and it's about 15 to 20 feet in the air. Okay?
Is that for distance sake? Yeah.
Yeah, in terms of height, it's 15 to 20 feet in the air. So melee attacks, you won't be able to reach it.
Okay. So, with that case, Liam is going to, while maintaining his whole person, I can cast Magic Missile with him because that's a non-concentration spell.
Correct.
Okay. So, he's thoroughly annoyed with this little geezer guy, and he's going to Magic Missile.
Okay. Roll your d4 3 times, and we'll add 3 this time.
So 11 plus 3, 14.
14. Jeez, that's good.
3, 4, and 4.
Jeez. So, Liam again lets 3 of these decent sized magic missiles, and they just go poof, poof, and just smack into the a little football creature up in the sky. You sort of knock it, and I'm actually going to roll to see because it took so much damage. You hit it, and it plummets out of the sky and takes more damage. Oh, jeez.
Yeah. Liam's doing something.
He's doing a lot by the sound of it. Why did he have to make it fall out of the sky? I was going to do that.
He did 11 damage.
Liam did 14.
14.
So 11 plus 3. Yeah, so 14.
Yep. Alright. Next was you, Lefter.
Okay, so now the little green guy is on the ground. I guess for all intents and purposes, he is prone.
Currently, yes.
Okay, so I'm not going to bother casting at him. Instead, I'm going to use my other pack slot to do hold on those two zombies, because because it's now a level 3 spell, I can do 2 targets.
Okay.
So they both have to make a wisdom saving throw of 14.
One passes, one fails.
Okay.
The one that passed the die was more closest to me, so it can be the bottom one.
Okay.
Cool. You're not doing anything? You're not moving anymore?
So I'm concentrating. Given that I saw that the one closest to me is not held.
Now, you originally held the one in the beam?
No, Liam's holding the one in the beam.
Ah, okay. Thank you.
Yep. Lefner is attempting to hold those two. He's successful with one.
Yep. Very good.
I'm going to move back over here towards Liam, and we've got our little holds going.
Cool. Alright, one. It's your turn.
This dude that's here, he's still alive and kicking, right? The one right in front of me?
Yep.
Fuck. This is a mistake. I just... no, fuck it. I cast not Hideous Laughter. That'll be pointless. Vicious Mockery on him. Yeah, that's it. Well, 15.
Okay. Wisdom?
Tackle him to the ground.
Fails.
Yeah, I go, haha, he's still coming at me, you little weak bitch. It's pretty boring. 4 and 1. 5.
5? Nice.
Yep. Vicious Mockery. It's his next attack. Alright, I'll just sit here and cop it. So he has disadvantage on his next.
Okay. Cool. It is Dodrick's turn.
Where's the little guy? Ah, he's little. And I can't target him.
You cannot target him. No.
Alright, well, I'm going to go for this one that's like just here. It's facing Chuck.
Wait, why can't he target him?
He's charmed.
Oh, right.
Actually, this one. That one. An
Okay.
attack.
Alright, roll your attacks.
So I got 15 and 21 to hit.
Yep, both hit.
$27 damage.
You just shred it just like the other ones. You get like so practiced at it now, and just arms gone, head gone, cut the torso in two. It's in pieces on the ground. Can I get you to make a Constitution saving throw, please?
15.
You pass. So now, and just to sort of, is that too cluttered? Do you want me to get rid of the dead ones? Are you good?
Nah,
You good at the moment?
that's fine.
Okay. So this zombie. Now he's paralyzed, isn't he? He can't attack.
Sorry, which one?
This one here.
The one next to me.
So he does need to make a wisdom saving throw.
What's the DC?
14.
14.
Yep.
Passes.
Oh,
Old
Is it at the
person.
start of his turn or at the end of his turn?
Choose a humanoid you see within range. Target must succeed a wisdom saving throw or be paralyzed for the duration. At the end of each of its turn, the target may make another wisdom saving throw. On success, the spell ends at this.
Okay.
So he is currently paralyzed for his. Yeah.
Okay, so this one's going to do the same thing. It fails for the wisdom
And-
save, so now it needs to make a constitution save. That is a 19 for the constitution. So half damage again, Fuzzy. To Moonbeam.
Oh, you're doing the Moonbeam one, not the other one.
Correct.
Uh, 8 plus 2, 10.
10, 5 damage. Which zombie did you kill? It's number 6. So I'm just catching up a couple of things. Alright, one's gonna have an attack at you, one, disadvantage. And that is a miss. As he swings, or attempts to swing at you, but he's just so slow that nothing happens. It is now Chuck, your turn.
Chug will attack the other one in front of me.
Alright, make attack. Make 2 attacks.
First one is 18.
That hits.
Second one is 23.
Both hit. Roll damage.
First one is 9.
Yep.
And the next one is 11.
Cool. So with both of those, you wham, wham into the side of him. Cool. But he still continues to stand. Can you make a Constitution saving throw, please?
$14.
14? You pass. Very good. Next is the Gazer. Little football monster. And he's going to target you, Chug.
So is he stood up?
Yeah. So he sort of pops like off the ground and hovers gently into the air. Sort of facing away from you guys, but little eye stalks are sort of, whizzing around and looking at all 4 of you. And can you make a strength saving throw, please?
That's my favorite one. 10.
10.
I rolled low.
You get hit with a beam of massive force. And it pushes you. Oops, I wanted the ruler. Away down into these rocks.
Do I get stuck on that cart and not go any further?
So you go down to, let's say, push you down to there. You just sort of catch the edge into the rocks just at the entrance there. No, you trip and hit on the cart. And you take 4 bludgeoning damage as you sort of get pushed and shoved around and bump into various things.
Alright, so I negate 3.
Cool. 1.
Did that break my concentration?
Can you make a Constitution saving throw, please?
Damn, shouldn't have reminded you.
Yes.
14.
You're good. Alright,
It's
so
concentration skill.
can you take... I'll make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Who?
You.
Ah, damn. I got a 1.
A 1? You take 14 frost damage as the coldest feeling hits against you as this blue beam gazes straight over the top of you and chills you bone cold.
I deny.
Dodric, you are no longer charmed, and the gazer is going to float just a little bit this way. And he's returned to his height into the air again, so 15, 20 feet. I would say 15 feet to be official. It is now Liam's turn.
Okay, Liam with his supersonic damage is going to fire off another magic missile at the little dude.
Okay.
7 plus 3, 10 damage. It's an automatic hit, you said, yeah?
Correct.
So 10 damage.
You fire off the missiles and bang bang, one of them hits him smack into the big eye at the front of him. You see it explode and then blood just starts dripping from the eye. You know, the eyelids sort of sagging down one side and such. And you hear a wail of pain. It's just sort of lets out this shriek of pain.
He's still floating about.
He's still floating.
Okay, and he's just going to maintain his hold on the dude.
Yep.
And that'll be his turn.
Cool. Your turn.
Okay, I will fire off 2 Eldritch Blasts at the... I no longer need to be concentrating.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so I fire off 2 Eldritch Blasts at the Wandering.
Make attack rolls.
It is attack roll for each beam. Make separate attack roll for each beam. Yeah. Ooh, that's not good. 10 and 9.
10 and 9, both hit.
Oh god. This tiny little thing flying high up in the sky.
Oh, sorry, you're going out. Oh, sorry, I thought you said the zombie for some reason.
Yeah, no, I was going for the eye.
No, you missed on both with the eye.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, that's all good. And then I am going to... what's Dodric doing? I'm going to actually move up here next to 1 and give him some support.
The moral support.
Just in case that little zombie wants to do some running away.
Cool. 1. You'll go.
I do what I do every round and mock this little pitiful thing. I go, hey, you still ain't got me, bro. Wait, I don't need to roll. I don't know why I rolled. There was no point me rolling.
He got a 1.
I just fell.
Negative 1.
Oh, wow. He takes... Does that mean I get, like, double damage?
No, sadly not. Just he failed.
He takes 3 damage and is once again disadvantaged.
Ah.
And this is all I shall do for the next 6 years, guys. Just leave me with it. I will survive.
Cool.
Actually, unless I get frost blasted again from the side. I cast on myself with my bonus Bardic Inspiration.
Cool.
Wait, can I? Oh, other than you. Damn it. No, I don't do that. I give Bardic Inspiration to Chug then. Just because why not? You get a 1d8 now, Chug.
Is that on the attack roll?
It is on your choice of ability roll, attack roll, or saving throw.
Okay.
You can be added after seeing the roll, but before knowing the outcome.
Nice. Alright, Dodrick, you're up.
How come this guy has a yellow circle under it?
It's moonbeam.
That's the moonbeam.
Is this the chug thing? Is that doing damage?
Yeah, it is. Yep.
Can that thing not move out of it, or?
He's currently being held
He's
there.
being
Yeah.
held in it.
By Liam.
I see.
So I'm holding the beam on him, and Liam's paralyzed the zombie in place so it can't move out.
All right. And this guy up here, how's he looking for health?
He's looking pretty bad.
The other one's probably not much better.
They're pretty even.
All right, I've got enough movement to move to here, so I'm gonna attack. Maybe I'll move to here and I'll attack that guy.
Sure. Make your attack rolls.
12 and 18 to hit.
Both hit. Roll damage. Can you give me both attacks in their damage separately?
Yep. So the first one is 6 plus 5 is 11 damage.
You slice.
Second one is 8 damage.
Yep.
And then I'll be doing my sneak attack because I've got allies. Them. Which is another 8 damage.
Yeah. You just tear it to pieces.
Engage the Dusk Mask.
And that's my turn.
Nice. Oh, there's one zombie. There's one there.
12 for the wisdom throw.
Hey.
12 for the wisdom throw. I mean, constitution throw.
Ah, cool. Thanks. So, 2, 3. This one's gonna run straight at Liam. And makes a 12. So he actually just misses. Sorry, I haven't given you the armor class of Liam.
Sorry?
Just misses, but he's right there in his face. Second, the one in the beam, makes a 15 for the Constitution save. So I think that's a pass,
Damn it.
Fuzzy.
Yep.
Yep. So you want to do the damage and harm it?
Um, 3.
Rip.
Ooh. How long was the you made
The
one
whole
of
person?
No, you made one of the zombies run away. Is that
Oh.
just for the one turn? That was for the
Yeah.
one turn, wasn't it?
Yep.
Cool. Alright, so the other one.
He's dead now. No? Okay.
No, he was just running in the other direction.
Yeah. So he's back. Cool. Alright, Chug, you'll go.
Alright.
Yeah, you were next, yeah.
Chug will move up to Liam and attack this dude.
Okay, make your attack rolls.
Do I have an advantage because he's now flanked?
Yes.
13, but I can reroll. 8. Actually, I need to add hit to that. So 19.
19. Easy hit. So, but the zombies, their armor class is 8. So if you roll higher than that, just go straight on to damage, just to make it a bit quicker.
Hit him twice. First one does 12.
Yep.
And the next one also does 12.
Cool. You smash into him. The first one, you sort of cut him in half. The torso is just sort of lumbering and still sort of moving. And then you come down on top of it, spin, and just smash its face into the floor. It's gone. The little guy.
Can I now turn around?
Yeah, you can turn around. Yep.
But did you do the wisdom saving throw on the guy in the beam?
Yep. Yeah, you failed.
Good man. Stay there and burn.
What's his speed? Alright, so this little guy is going to fly over, and he's actually going to sort of flee. But as he is, he's sort of zooming out and just sort of heading down that that passageway very, very quickly. Then through the live stalks are sort of whizzing around, and this time 1 again. Can you make again a?
Oh
no. So wisdom save here.
That's a 5.
It's a 5.
Plus 1, 6.
You are now
That's rough.
frightened as all these horrible visages just engulf your head. You're now sort of picturing these horrible atrocities.
Oh, it's not the damage. Fuck, I thought I was dead. So what does that mean?
You are now frightened.
So what does that mean? Do I run?
You cannot move towards him. No. So frightened means, at least from the description that's given me here, is that you have disadvantage on all ability checks and attack rolls while the source of the fear is in line of sight.
Is that charm? Is
no.
frightened the same as charm?
No. So charmed is you can't attack the charmer. Frightened is that while the gazer is in line of sight, you have disadvantage on all ability checks and attack rolls. On anything, not just against the gazer. But you could you also cannot willingly move closer to the source of the fear.
By Arcadia Christ rules, he's out of line of sight.
He's off the board.
Flips the corn.
Lefter, can you make a dexterity save, please?
Ooh, this one's looking. My dex is a 0. That's okay. 19.
19. Oh, all right. I don't. Yeah, so you feel this wash of colds to sort of go across you, but you are unaffected.
Nice.
It is now Liam's turn. Oh, sorry. Yeah, Liam's turn.
Okay, so we got 2 zombies in front. He's successfully holding 1 still. I think he's best spent using to try and. Well, actually, hang on. Charm person. Just want to check if that specifies humanoid. Yeah, it does say humanoid. So I don't think this little creature counts as a humanoid.
He is not.
Okay. So in that, he's just gonna do a sick 360 and then another 180 and face him. And he's going to do another magic missile at the little.
Sure. Sorry, I haven't been tracking this. What's hold
I have
person?
been.
That's level 2 spell.
It's a level 2. Yeah.
So you should have 1 level 1, 1 level 2 left.
So I've got. So this magic missile is now his last first level spell slot.
Okay.
and he's got 2 second level slots free.
So this is round. This is round 4, so you've cast 4 spells. So you only have 5 slots. So you should only have 1 slot left.
I copied it in, and you said first level spell there's 4 slots, and second
4
level
slots.
there's 3
Okay.
slots.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the damage is 5 plus 3, so 8 damage.
Cool. So as the little thing is just whizzing down the hallway, or the tunnel, Liam sends off 3 magic missiles and bang, bang, bang. You just see it just sort of fly out of the sky and crash onto the ground and just sort of tumble and roll forwards.
Oh, does it appear to be dead?
It is still.
It is still, with a cross over it. Okay, I like that. Alright, and Liam is then going to spin back around and just face the target to maintain his hold.
Sure. You'll go left up.
Okay, I am going to move back down the hallway and just quickly check to make sure that the body is dead. Would that take an action to check it?
It would.
Whack it with your staff.
Okay. Don't want to use an action to do that.
You have a bonus action that could do something.
Can a bonus? What are my bonus actions?
You use your bonus action to do a perception check.
Yeah, can I?
Hey. If you're
Can I
gonna
use-
check, it's an action.
It's an action. Well, sorry. What I'll do is I'll move here from my turn, and then I will Eldritch Blast the zombie with 2 beams that is not currently in the moonbeam. Ooh, first one is a nat 20,
Yep.
and the
Roll
second
double.
beam is a 17 plus 6. So double damage on the first one, you said?
So this is going against number 5.
Well, yeah, this unmarked one. Yeah.
The
All
bottom
right.
one.
So the first one is a 1 plus 3 and a 4 plus 3. So what's that? 4.
You don't get to
So
double
11?
the modifier.
Oh,
So you double.
no. Oh,
So the
do I just
modifier is
roll
the
a
same.
second roll,
Yeah,
or do
yeah.
I double
So-
the?
Well, you can do either. Some games play, you roll 2 dice. Some people say you just double the die that you got. I like to roll
Okay.
2 die because if you roll a 1, that sort of sucks, and the second die at least will hopefully be a bit
Yeah.
bigger.
Well, I did roll a 1 on the first one, so that did kind of suck. So 5 plus 3 is 8 damage, and then the second is 7 plus 3 is 10 damage. So in total, 18.
So that
And I'll push him back 10 yards as well if he isn't dead.
so you're putting both into the one.
Yep, both into this bottom one, the one that's not being held, pushing him back 10 feet,
Yeah.
and he takes 18 damage.
Yeah, you just smash him with both, and he just sort of explodes, and limbs sort of go everywhere with the force of the explosion.
Nice. And then I'm going to turn and just move slightly down to the hallway to keep an eye on the little beholder.
Okay. 1, you'll go.
Am I still feared?
The effects of the fear are no longer there.
Cool. Cool. So what's alive? Is it just that one dude?
Just
that
the
we
one
can see?
that's being held in the beam. Yep.
Don't go into the light apples.
It's so pretty. I'll just do what I do every round and cast Vicious Mockery on it.
Alright. Wisdom save.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it passed.
No, it didn't.
It did.
It never happened. I don't know what to do. I haven't read the fail.
Your webcam's turned off, Daddy, as far as how you lie. That's alright.
Nothing. It does nothing. Nothing happened. Nothing. That's all. I did nothing. I said words and it was not insulted. Nothing.
You can walk up to it and slap it with your glove.
Too busy being paralyzed to care.
That's all.
Alright, bad luck. We move into the next round, so Dodrick, it's you.
Well, I'll run over to the one that's left and stab him. That was a 1, but I get to reroll. That's 18 to hit. Or 19, doesn't matter. And that's 18. So they both hit. First, it's 1 plus 5 is 6 damage.
Yep.
And another 1 plus 4 is 5 damage total. And nobody else is close. Do I have advantage on that? Because
He is paralyzed, so yes. I think paralyzed is actually automatic crits. Hold on. I think that maybe. Paralyzed. Nope, just attacks have advantage. Oh no, yeah, so melee attacks within 5 feet are auto crit. So roll all your double dice.
So we'll just say you do like 50 damage.
well, I'll roll them again and just add it. Well, good I did, because that's a 6. And that's another 6, so that's plus 12.
Yeah.
Is it still alive? Because I'm going to do sneak attack.
Nah, it's gone. So you're doing. Oh, hold on, I get to actually roll. Oh, first one survives. So second attack.
Plus 7.
So, second one you cut it. So you cut him in two in the torso again, sort of lumps on the ground, spits in an arm, it's just sort of crawling, and then you just sort of, smash it to bits.
Satisfying.
Cool. You'll stop, take a breath, look around. There doesn't seem to be any more moving corpses amongst you.
Phew.
That was a lot.
Chug moves his beam to the start of that cave.
So, if I go to my... Try and bring some of these invisible ones back. Oh, there's an invisible one there.
Get to digging. There's loot under those axes.
Alright, what are you doing?
Chug checks the cart. What type of minerals are in the cart?
I inspect the eye.
Okay. Can I get you to make a perception check?
Come on, go.
And yeah, both of you guys make perception checks as you sort of have a look through.
12.
19.
19. You have a look at, alright, so James, you have a look at the gazer, and he's this small, little, scaly, almost reptilian sort of scales on the outside. He is incredibly circular, almost Mike from
Monsters Inc.
Monsters Inc. Yeah, so very circular, big eye. It has 4 little eye stalks that sort of now slumped and lifeless, falling down. And they all sort of protrude out of his face. His mouth underneath the eye is jagged with quite a lot of teeth and such. And it's just sort of, laying there. There is, in terms of like valuables, it doesn't have any arms or anything to hold. So it is just a lifeless creature on its own. Chug, you have a look through the carts and such. You see various debris and other bits and pieces, but you do come across a couple of shards of the crystals which you've encountered beforehand. Just small fragments, nothing that could be considered usable, but you do find little pieces of crystal amongst the debris in the carts.
Is there a body in this one?
There was a body in that one. One of the zombies crawled out of that, and the Bondi swiftly smashed it back down. Oh, sorry, Dodrick. Okay. And stop and have it. All of you have a scan around the cavern to sort of see. And you can see that the northern cavern entrance is also collapsed, much like previously. And there's another cavern which sort of, or another corridor which leads off to the east, which I'll reveal.
Hey guys, I think we should have a quick rest. Just a short one.
Yeah, you might need it.
Jug would like to inspect the rubble.
The rubble. Alright, I'll get you to make perception. Let's have a look through it. Oh, sorry, probably the correct roll is probably investigation here. Sorry, when you say you inspect, what are you trying to do? You're just trying to look at the stones?
I'm trying to see if it's loose, if we can hear anything, if it's if I can move a few rocks and maybe open it up.
I'll get you.
I'm trying to see if it's invisible.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. No, you do touch it, and it is very, very physical. Yeah, you can't easily pass through this. There's large stone debris and such, and will require quite an effort to move all of this. A lot of the stones are too large, like too big to lift.
Okay. Jug raises his hammer to make an earthquake.
You can hit it.
Nah. I don't want to knock one prone.
Okay. All right. You others doing anything?
No, I gotta head to bed myself.
Okay.
Badger says, "Please tell me there's a killer rug under the rubble."
No.
We can only hope.
All right. So, do you do? So, just before we go, do you do anything more in this room?
Just
Inspect
a
the
general look
zombies.
around. Yeah.
Have a look at the zombies. Okay. I get you all to make perception checks. Oh, sorry, investigation checks as you sort of look through the bodies. What was that? Perception, actually, right?
18.
18.
12.
12.
1.
7.
7. Alright, so you go look through all the zombies that you killed and have a look at where they were laying. You do find a couple of small coin pouches. Most of the contents have previously been taken, but there is a couple of small bits which have been left behind. Collectively, you all find 11 gold pieces, 26 silver pieces. Dodrick, on one of the bodies, you actually find an amulet with a silver pendant. It looks valuable. And Lefner, you find a ring with a clasped emerald as well. Nothing particularly fancy, just a circular holding to house the emerald. And it goes the same for the sapphire as well. It also looks valuable.
What do I add to my inventory for that?
Just say emerald ring and sapphire amulet.
I toss a coin to the Witcher, Jonah.
I'll just add it in my my notes. Hang on. There you go. Done.
Cool. Alright. We'll leave you guys. We'll pick back up after the looting. 2 weeks. Should be good.
Rattle.
Wait, how much gold did we get?
Collectively. So somebody needs to mark it, or you can split it up.
Split it.
So there was 11 gold and 26 silver.
I don't want to
Making
split it.
equal numbers.
One can hold it all.
Oops.
I trust one.
Done. Let's all forget about it. I have stolen all.
We should probably do at our next long rest. We should do a currency tally up and a respawn. Because I'm pretty sure I've got the most at the moment. How many gold pieces have you got? One.
107.
All right, you're lying to me. You got double that, so it's 214.
Oh, 115 actually. I forgot about that. Just happened.
Liam
I
sees
wish
you
I had
guys
200.
sharing all the loot, and he sort of feels a bit left out. Sort of a bit on the side.
He's like, why? What are you guys doing? As he's just bending down, rifling through the. We need our stuff. Yeah, we need to do a redistribution of wealth because I've got 224 gold pieces.
You commie bastard. Alright, I'm going to bed.
Me too.
Cool.
I'll see you later.
Bye.
Very good, guys.
See ya. Oh, actually, before I go, Daddy,
Mm.
I've been reading heavily into the index, and I really want one.
I have as well. Did I tell you about my horrid interaction with the HTC support?
No.
No. So I went to just look at adding one to the cart and just see what's happening. So yeah. So I was just sort of looking to see what would happen if I add the cart. Just sort of look at all the bits and details, see how the shop works, see if I could, more importantly, apply any bonus codes or anything like that onto it. And when I added it to the cart, so the advertised price was $12.99, and when it went into the cart, it was just shy of $1,600. And so I was like, oh, well, this isn't right. So, and I know that the HTC, it recently got a price cut, so I just figured, website just isn't correctly applying the correct price. So I opened up a ticket. I was talking to the support guy and said, hey, look, I think there's an issue with your website. When it's advertised at $12.99. When I add to the cart, it goes to just under $600. And then I got told that no, that's the GST being applied to the item after it gets added to the cart. So, which I said no, you can't do that in Australia. The advertised price must include GST. Then I got told no, it's the 2 months free subscription to the Vive service, which has cost me over $260. I was like, no, listen to what you just said. That doesn't make sense. And then I was
free.
Yeah, and then I was told no, it's actually the way that the package computes as to why. And I basically just said, look, you're feeding me crap. Because when I add the standard headset on its own, price stays the same. And if I add the bigger bundle, which is the Pro, the price stays the same. So, and while I was working on the site, I removed everything in the cart and I re-added it again. I did try this before I contacted support, and it got added with the correct price. And so I said to him, look, I've just removed it from the cart and added it. It's just been fixed, but the information that you've given me is utter horseshit. I'll see you later. So I submitted a complaint into the service, and then I got back a big I got the corporate answer non-answer crap. Like, oh, we're sorry you had a bad experience. We'll look into it. See ya. That was it. So I started looking into the HTC support, and everyone just has horror stories. Everyone. And so I was going to get the Pro because the price cut. And it's like, yeah, and when the Vive comes out, I can then look at getting the Vive control. So that's not the Vive,
the index controls.
Yeah, getting the index and still using my Pro because they're very similar. So the headset they've got the same resolution. The index has a better refresh rate. They have the same field of view. And the field of view, I think, is the big one. I want to be able to see a wide sort of picture there because I find that to be way more immersive. But yeah, that interaction really turned me off. So now I'm gonna wait until probably the end of February, and if I haven't heard that the index is coming out soon, because that's like a month away from Alex, I'll probably bite the bullet and buy the HTC Pro. Otherwise, I'm hoping that the index will get announced in Australia in the next couple of weeks, and I'll look at potentially getting one of those. I looked at the import costs, but you got to pay GST on the imported item and then the customs tax, which works out to be about 10% to 20% as well. So you end up paying about $2,000 for the index if I was to import it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, because it's about 1,600 because it's 1K US.
Yeah.
So 1,600 GST on top of that is 160, and then the import tax is another 160, so 320. Yeah. Okay.
So
Yeah, I looked at that. There was there's a scalper on Amazon that's reselling, full bundles that they've bought, but they're selling them to Australia and other countries, and that was 2,600.
yeah, I'm not doing that.
Cool.
So I think the Vive Pro for $1,300 is a good deal because it's got the higher resolution per eye. The index, if it gets sold in Australia and it's sitting around that $1,500 to $1,600 mark, I'll go for that. If it comes to Australia and it gets sold at the $1,800 to $1,900 mark, I'll probably still go with the Vive. Or I might even look at, can I get just some base stations for real cheap, get the Vive headset and the index controllers, and see if I can mix and match them and just get what I want. The big thing is I want the finger tracking, because that
the finger tracking looks really cool, and the fact that it's a nice little thumbstick as well for the free movement, which people are more used to. Although I was reading reviews
lots
and apparently
of reviews, the thumbstick's a bit sticky.
Yeah. So anyway, hopefully they fix that up. But yeah, I don't know. I've been watching some stuff on Alix, and I'm like, oh, that looks so much fun.
I know. I've been having a heap of fun with the one that Carl's given me. So I don't want to give it back, but no, I got it.
What's your favourite VR game you've been playing?
I have only played Beat Saber, and I've done that a hell of a lot, to the point of it's almost a daily exercise routine now. Because the expert mode is, I can't move my arms afterwards. Like half an hour, and I cannot lift my arms. And I just got sweat running all down me, and it's awful. So it was really good. I did try and play No Man's Sky with the VR, and I couldn't figure out the controls. I only jumped in there for like 10 minutes, but I couldn't figure out how to get into the ship, and I was continuing my game on survival mode, and I'm on this planet which kills me within like 20 seconds if I'm outside of the ship. So I think I probably need to play a new game and try and work out how it goes, but it was really weird the way the controls and such working. The other thing is that because Carl said I've got one of Countil's controllers, and the D-pad is dicky. Like, you can't press the button unless you try and put your thumb through the controller. So that really messes up control-heavy games, because I miss out on half the controls of one. So I'm sort of waiting to come back to that at a later point. I played a tower defense game. That was crazy fun. Just a little free game. You build, proper tower defense. You build all your stuff, you walk around, and then you pull out a gun and all the dudes come at you and you shoot them. Like, that was pretty cool. One of the guns is like a frisbee. So I just sit there flick frisbees at people. Like, that was awesome fun. I've bought a 10-pin bowling game. That was pretty cool. Though it wasn't nearly as realistic as what the actual game is. I was sort of hoping it would be, but it's just a more immersive Wii bowling, so to speak. Then I've had a couple other small things. I've been wanting to try Super Hot, because apparently that's awesome.
Super Hot is amazing, and Arizona Sunshine is meant to be really good as well.
Yeah, and I've got Space Pirate Trainer, and I haven't tried that yet. That's supposed to be amazing as well. I think that's like a shooter game where you're standing on a platform and you gotta shoot everything coming at you. And defend the platform or something like that. Otherwise, the other game I was looking at potentially getting in is Skyrim VR.
I'd love to play that in VR.
Yeah, I'd be keen to try Fallout 4 VR.
It's $90. It's $90. So I don't want to do it. I spent the money and I dropped. I got Skyrim on the Switch. I was reduced from $85 to $45 or something like that, but it's still $45 for nearly a 10-year-old game. And I bought it twice on Steam, where I got the standard version, and I bought the enhanced version or wherever when they released that or whatever they did back then. So I sort of don't want to buy another Skyrim if I can. I was just sort of really hoping that the VR mode, like the other games, just got tacked on. The other game that was awesome is Tabletop Sim. Like, that is so cool to sit there at the table and just look around. The biggest difficulty I have, and that's with Carl's headset, is that resolution's too low and I can't read anything. So I just find myself pointing at cards and then looking at the big version on my screen, pointing at the next card, looking at the big version. Apparently the Index and the Vive Pro's resolution fixes a lot of that. You still won't be able to read the distance stuff, but the text becomes immensely improved to read. So
Okay. Oh, by the way, we were also doing some rules wrong in that because I picked up Munchkin Deluxe and I was just playing it with Anita as well. And I was reading the rules. So unless they've changed in some other editions, but asking for help, you can only ever have one person helping you.
oh, what?
Yeah. And
You sure that's just not deluxe?
well, but it looks to be the standard rule, so unless they've changed it another time, which I wouldn't be surprised, but according to the rule book that's in the box, and we know they like to fix those at other times, but yeah, they said only one person can help you at a time when asking for
Yeah.
and you can do things like play a go up a level card at any time, which includes combat.
That
So I don't
doesn't
believe that
sound
one,
right.
Yeah.
Because I swear that one specifically says that you couldn't play go up levels in combat. Oh, fart sound. Anyway, Sham was super keen to play again. He even messaged me today, says, "Look, I'm sorry I can't play Munchkin again tonight." I'm like, "It's okay, we're playing D&D." But like, he was crazy keen. Sam loved it as well. Okay, now you can perform these actions anytime. Discard class or race, play go up a level or hireling, play a curse. You may perform these actions at any time as long as you're not in combat. That's trade an item with another player. Change which items you have equipped. And play a card which you have just received. Some cards may be played during combat. And you can perform these actions on your own turn, and that's play a new class or race, sell items for levels, or play an item.
Yeah, that's what I've read as well.
Yeah.
So to me, yeah. So if you're at level 8 and you start combat and you have a go up a level card in your hand, you could play that, go to
that's
level 9,
dirty.
and then do the combat. Yeah.
I don't like that.
Yeah, I don't like it either. I like how we've been playing it, that you need to do it before or after. Because I guess that means if someone plays a curse on you, if you're at level 9 and you go down to level 8, and then you play a go up a level card on yourself to bring yourself back up to level 9.
And so the rules do specify here, only one player can help you, adding his combat to yours.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright.
I mean, not that it matters. I mean, we've still been having fun, and what I think
great.
we're a pretty fair game.
I
But I
like
thought,
the idea of trying to make multiple people run away, but
yeah.
I suppose that'll probably, if you only have one person helping, then you have to deal with the bad stuff more often, because quite often we'll have two people in the combat to get past the monster.
Yeah, that's it.
So if you only got one, then the options are much, much less. Alright, I'd be keen to try that. But yeah, Tabletop Simulator, super immersive. Like, I actually had to convince myself that the table wasn't real, and I couldn't put my controllers on it.
Yeah, I want to give that a go. I'll see what my next pay is like, and if things are happy and healthy, maybe I'll look at the. So I was just looking at the Vive website. So you're saying the Vive Pro starter kit?
Yes, and now, alright, so I did a lot of research on the base 1 stations and the base 2 stations and the controllers as well. From what I've found, the only difference is, so there's a range limitation with the base 1 station. So if you're in a house, I think the limitation's like 5 meters or 5.5 meters. The base stations cannot be apart from each other.
Yeah.
So you're confined to that space. The base 2 stations, however, are like 110 meters or 120 meters. Like, it's freaking massive. And that's more designed around like warehouse play or something like that. So, like, for instance, if I wanted to deck out my garage, move all the cars and everything out of it, and have that as one big playable area with the Wi-Fi on the top of my head, so I didn't have a cable on the PC, Like that would be a really cool thing. Or if I just wanted to go do it outside or something like that. Now with the controllers, the only difference is base 1 controllers only work on base 1 base stations, and the 2 controllers, well, they're programmed to work on the 2 stations. So for us, lonely plebs without warehouses, the starter kit, you wouldn't need the base 2 stuff or the version 2
Yep.
stuff yet.
Yeah. And the wireless adapter. God, that wireless adapter is expensive.
But apparently there's no noticeable latency.
Really?
Correct. But there is people who have said, so there's, with the standard Vive, it uses about 7 gigabits per second of data. The Vive Pro uses about, I think, 17.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's around that number. It's well over double. The Wi-Fi adapter, people have been saying, is only capable of up to 15, which means the visual quality gets toned down if you're using the Vive Pro headset. So you'll go back down to sort of Vive sort of pixels and such like that.
I'd rather rig a like a cable
To the
thing
roof.
to the yeah.
But then you've got the ugly cables and such sort of hanging around everywhere. And people have sort of said that the rigging it to the roof, you still feel it behind you, and it can get stuck and tugged. And you can also damage the cable as well.
So you've been using just a Vive because Carl's is
Vive.
just a regular Vive, isn't it? Okay. Food for thought. Food for thought. We'll see how we go.
That's good
Still
fun.
good.
Come to my
Still
birthday on
good.
the weekend, you can use it.
Oh yeah, that's this weekend. Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
So,
Ah,
I'll probably
would be
give it
good.
back to Carl after my birthday. I've had it for almost a month. Yeah, I would have. I've had it for a month. I got it just after New Year's.
Nice. Yeah, we've got this Anita's visa coming up, so I need to pay for it. But luckily, we've already got a bit of money set aside for that. And then after that, I want to save up and get a new PC and VR headset. I reckon will be good fun.
On the cards for me down the track is a new monitor, because apparently my monitor is crap. I can't do 144 hertz. It barely does 60, so I'm going to toss this one off. It'll become my second screen, or it can be the base screen. I'll get one that's actually capable of 144. But otherwise, yeah, got the headset. And I think Kelly's wording up on my family, so if they want to give me something, they can just give me some cash to go towards it.
Good idea.
So I'm going to make them all use it after my birthday. They're all on my birthday. They're all coming around on Sunday for morning teas. So
Yeah, I do like that though.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
I was going to put my grandmother in it.
She'll enjoy it.
Well, you've got me looking at the bloody Vive now.
Well, yeah, if we can't get the index, then I think the Vive is the way to go.
If you're looking at the Vive, you need a computer which can put out 80 frames a second at high res. So you'll need one of the top range sort of cards.
For a Pro?
Oh yeah, definitely for the Pro, because it's got the higher res. I'm sort of curious to see how my card goes with the Pro. The low refresh rates, and especially fluctuating refresh rates, induce nausea. So you're more likely to get that sick feeling if the refresh rate is not smooth. And I experienced this in No Man's Sky. The refresh rate and the response time was just spiking and all over the place, and it just feels yuck. Whereas in Beat Saber and other games, tabletop sim, it's just perfectly smooth. It feels natural and normal. So, I dropped the $600 on the ATI card, the RX.
You should be fine.
Yeah. Pretty good. Anyway, I'm going to jump off for a sec. I'll be back in a little bit if he's still hanging around.
No, that's me done.
Go
I'll
to
see you
bed.
later.
No worries. Are you coming down the weekend to Bondi? You were a no, weren't you?
No, we've got another concert thing in, so won't be able to make it.
Is that Elton John?
It is.
Yeah.
Ooh, that'd be
Turned
good
down
fun.
by another friend because she's going to Elton John. So I was like, God damn it.
Nice.
Come to my birthday.
Enjoy the one. Enjoy Daddy. I'll see you later.
No worries. See you guys.